What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm heading over to the 2025 Power Cruise over in Destin, Florida. Unfortunately, I don't have my sidekick with me. She's under the weather, which if she's not with me, you know that she's not feeling good because that girl's got gasoline in her veins. But I got to make a really quick stop over at Cousin Quinn's, pick him up, and stick with us.
Oh Lord. So here's to the bee that stung the bull.
That got the world a bucket.
That's right, and the rest is just use your imagination. Dude, how many people they got right here? 200.
Hey, I got a couple of spare plug wires if you need some. You missed a spot.
You missed a spot?
Well, you got this one slammed down chop, so yeah. I can see the chop. They always look.
What up, mama? What?
I got to go. I'm broke.
Check that out. It's got air conditioning.
That right there's got a real heavy. Yeah, pulling out.
Yellow.
We don't, in the military, we don't serve the divided states of America. In this country, there's enough things dividing us. The car culture today, it's beautiful, it's uniting. So God bless you guys, man. How about that? Applaud for yourself, man. This is awesome. So, let's kick this off right. You don't need to hear me, you need to hear that car. It's way more impressive. So I'm going to try to go fast. The most important reason we're here today, okay? I thought it was to support local businesses, and we're doing a heck of a good job with that. But God put something in our path. I was wanting a local charity not because I'm some great guy, because most of you each year say, why is this free? We want something to donate towards. Last year, you guys were a blessing for my little niece.
What up, sunshine?
What
Hey, man,
up?
how are you?
I thought it was supposed to be cold today.
Daquan, what's happening, baby?
Finally made it. Where'd y'all go?
We went around the
long way.
armpit to get our butthole and next to me.
You gonna do a burnout? He said no.
We go that way.
So in between the 20 30 other things I got going on, which I'm trying to get my loose ends done so I can just commit to every day trying to make content. But I do have a lot going on right now. Trying to move some stuff around. I'm going to be bringing a lot of my other equipment from my old shop. I have a bunch of stuff in an enclosed trailer. So I'm going to try not to get it too full in here where it stresses me out. So between everything else I got going on, I'm going to be covering the walls, which will post some of that stuff. I've got, let me turn this camera around. I'll show you what I got going on with the old Cato van. So a couple of weeks ago, I was out in town and I got a little air leak, and lo and behold, Cato never drove this thing. I honestly, when I was up underneath of it, I was like, I texted him and was like, dude, this thing looks like it hadn't been driven as far as up underneath of it. It got an airbag pinch down there. Got a little hole in the bag right there. So, got to get up underneath this bad boy, get that bag out. So I've been asked quite a few times about Cato van and how that all came about. So that was sent to me. I got a message sent to me, you know, hey, check out this cool van or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's Cato's van. So I didn't have Cato's number. Of course, we do communicate on Facebook and stuff like that. But Julie and I, in the last 7 or 8 years, have become very good friends with Joe and Amanda. And Amanda and Julie actually talk quite a bit. And so got Cato's number, text him. He didn't answer. I called him, come to find out he doesn't look at his texts. And so we talked back and forth. And I said, take that thing off the internet for sale. We're going to come and get it. So that's how that happened. Anyway, everything's always for sale. I say, Julie ain't in here, so. But anyway, there is plans for this stuff, tons of other stuff. You got to get this bag fixed. He never drove it. That's why this little issue actually came up. I think I drove it. I drove it in, 2 or 3 weeks, more than he's driven it since 2018. But anyway, Cato's he's a great guy. He's hilarious, actually. And of course, Joe and Amanda, they are the most down-to-earth people. And I'm not kidding you, that you will ever meet. If you've met them, you know that's a true statement there. But anyway, so gonna be working on this thing, doing some stuff to it, changing some stuff on it, the dash. Talked about putting Chase and Patina on the side of it. I don't know what y'all would think about that, or what Cato would. Cato's like, he's like, do what you're gonna do, but he's awesome. But anyway, so yeah, we got some plans for that. Gonna be working on the bus. I got someone that's gonna come over and help me with some of the stuff that's out of my wheelhouse, that if I knew what to do, I could do it. I am mechanically inclined as far as like, I can turn some wrenches, do some research. I am not one bit, anybody will tell you, afraid to ask somebody for help or for their knowledge. Collision work, paint body, that was my framework. That's what I knew and had a God-given talent for. But anyway, so I will be getting some backup and reinforcement on that part. Plus, we want to get this thing going so we can do the inside, what we're wanting to do to it, to get it on the road. I paid for this bus. Y'all don't, I'm gonna get some comments on this, but I have literally flown places to look at purchasing a car, because I've always preached, you know, you want to put your eyes on it or whatever. So this bus came up. You know, the guy told me some people were going to be meeting there. I was in the middle of working on our house, which is something else that I'm doing, because you just can't get nobody to show up and do anything here in Panama City. But so the bus was paid for 2 days before I got there to actually put my eyes on it. So was not expecting to have to do all this mechanical stuff. That was supposedly, the thing was supposed to be just drivable. That part was supposed to be ready to go, which I understand stuff can come up or whatever, but I personally, if I would have known all this other stuff, 100% would have not purchased a bus. But we're going to move forward and get it going, and just a lesson learned, and try to make something cool out of that. We're going to actually be traveling in it. It's going to be kind of like our camper. We are going to be pulling a vintage camper behind that. I do know that 100%. But we're going to make this where we can stay in it if we just have it and have a trailer behind it. So that being said, I'm going to get on the van, get it up and going, and get the bag changed. Just a little mishap on that. Then I will start. I'm going to change the dash in it, because the way all that stuff's set up, we're going to make that a little bit different in there. Going to be working on the bus. I'm fixing to run over and pick up. I had a project that I was working on, a sign for a buddy of mine. He bought a sign after Hurricane Michael, wanted me to actually paint the panels that was on the sign. And I was like, oh man, that's history. Let's make new panels. So got the panels all cut out, made, got them in epoxy, ready to where they can be painted. But I'm waiting on the sign guy who does all the lighting part and all that stuff. And he had some family stuff come up, which is understandable. But I'm actually going to move the sign stuff from where it all got cut out and I epoxied it and all that stuff. I'm going to move it over to that guy's location, and I'm going to finish that over there because it's pretty darn big. So I'll be bringing you some of that probably maybe next week, along with some stuff on a Porsche that I'm doing. But anyway, I appreciate you guys so much for sticking with us. Julie's under the weather, so I'm having to do this whole video all by myself, which definitely makes it not as fun, and because she's my best friend and I love spending every day with her, but also it's hard to do everything by yourself. So I appreciate you guys so much. All right, scrounge me up some backup, some help. We're gonna get these panels loaded up, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna take those over to the guy that actually owns the sign that I'm doing, get those set up over his place so I can finish that over there. That'll make that a lot easier, and show you some cool stuff that's in here. Got some little go fast stuff. This belongs to my buddy Larry Thacker. Big Block Super Sport, Bobby J. This is Thacker's 440. Got some for real go fast stuff right here. Troy's Toys. My old Suburban. So these are the panels that cut out that I'm gonna paint, do a matte clear on it, and then put the guy's advertisement on. Here's one of the other original panels. Domestic laundry. So this is this was my buddy Casey Bushmeyer grandfather's car. It's Casey's now, but in 1992, I believe it was 92, may have been 95. I had did this car, took it all apart. This is his grandfather's. Did the whole car in my shop, and this has Diamond base coat and 5335 clear. It's dirty, but this has been on there since 92. It may have been 95, but got fiberglass stuff on there now that they have done, but it's filthy dirty. Testament to Diamond materials. Some go fast stuff. Got a sweet Troy's Bug. This thing right here is cool. I actually think that he had asked me about just doing a matte clear finish on this. Leave the original base coat on there and just put a matte finish on it. I guess they were going to Taco Bell. Get them on the way back.
Hold enough.
We can use the shorter ratchet one on there if you want. That one yellow one is really...
Pull it tight. You can. It's still not real fine. Probably put it not. Over in the seat.
See what I got on my end, huh? Come on, baby. All right, Glenn, help me out. I appreciate you, big dog. He is the big dog in town. Need a carburetor for your 4-cylinder?
I'll need that.
Hey, man, it gets... I get 17 miles a gallon in town with that. As long as you keep your foot out of it.
Yeah, as long as it's on the trailer.
That's right.
Strap down on the trailer tight.
All right, with that being said, if you need any help, this guy right here.
Yeah, I work for low wages.
He will travel.
I'll travel, burn my own
Whoa.
fuel,
Watch your
and
step.
then still buy lunch.
That's right. Oh, he does. He works for lunch. I forgot about that.
Big boy.
No, I always appreciate your help.
Yes, sir.
You the man. My wife and I's favorite part of our drive is always coming across the bridge going home. We just live in such a beautiful place, and we're so thankful and grateful. Beautiful view through my dirty windshield.
How about this?
Oh my gosh. You know what she just said? She said, I got to get comfortable. I haven't sat on a pew in a long time. I said, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Crazy girl.
Right?
Anywho. So.
Today is my first day back
First,
up.
yeah.
So you'll have to excuse all this.
She
But
sounds like Kermit the Frog. We've both been having this crud that's been going around and stuff. So it's been really difficult for me to put together, along with all my other little, like seriously, you guys that are like working, not even just that, but that are like work and then go home at night and do all that stuff, man,
plus film. I mean,
Yeah. It's a lot. I know it's a lot. I mean, I ran a business for 30 years, so.
But you didn't realize how much this would be.
Oh yeah, just trying to like the editing and all that stuff. I'm doing it on my phone, which is not a problem, but my eyes go blurry pretty darn fast, you know, just
You know
kind
what
of
that
get.
is?
Yeah.
Do you want me to say it?
57 is coming in
Soon.
a couple months. But
But we're living our best life, and it's okay. We
That's
got
right.
this, and it's
yeah, y'all
probably
stick with
not
us.
going to be.
It'll get better, I hope. I hope it'll get better.
But we're having a good time, and that's
Yeah.
all that matters. And
Yeah.
so we wanted to just do a shout out to a couple of people who have been really so helpful and so kind to us, trying to help us get this started.
Just some good people right here.
That's right.
Right here.
And
Right here.
right there. I can call her anytime, and she always makes the time to help us
Yeah,
out.
and we appreciate y'all.
Saul Customs is
Yeah.
sorry.
I tell you, I got to get her a pack of cigarettes.
What can you do? Anyway,
she's been down all week. So,
I've been down longer than a week.
It'll be better when she's on there and she's filming, because she has learned that. Like she would film before for her Facebook page, and then she would hand me the thing, and later that night I would be like, I would go to play it, and I'm like, okay, it's like filming the ground in a shoelace, and then she pulls it up and turns it off.
Okay, so my videoing skills hopefully will improve, because literally I would take a picture and then turn on the video when I was finished what I thought I was already videoing.
I was like, okay, it's 21 minutes and you didn't film absolutely. My arm's hurting. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to pay somebody. Oh, I can do it now.
Anyway.
I got it, but look for the red light. But anyway, so
the red light was instrumental.
I went to the power cruise. I actually wasn't gonna go because I had just had upper respiratory, just coughing up stuff and all that stuff, but just tired. And but I went to go get some content. I actually cut 20 minutes out of it because I was like, oh my gosh, it's just not being able to like
boring
talk and all that stuff, or us interacting and all that stuff. So
it was boring
anyway,
without me, is what he's saying.
It'll get better.
How sweet.
And plus learning some stuff. But anyway, we appreciate you guys, and especially all the encouragement has been seriously. The whole thing's been crazy because we have been, just when we put our Chasing Bettina thing and just started on Facebook, just doing it to
just to see
kind
how
of warm up on some, trying to learn to edit. Ain't nobody showed me that. I just figured all that, trying to figure it out on it.
I was gonna say we better wait till
we got a long way to go.
We got a long way to go. We just put
anyway,
it out there to see how it would be
people
received.
come up to us from all over that aren't even on our Facebook page, period, that somebody told us back. It's been like, hey, we've been watching you for this. And
right.
when we went to Moultrie, when I bought this wagon, I asked the guy if he would take X amount of money for it, because it was pretty pricey. It was an old wagon. And he says, I said, man, it's for my wife. She's my best friend. She just loves this stuff or whatever. And I'm not kidding you. He literally said he's probably going to be watching this, but he's like, her name's not Julie, is it? And I said, actually it is. He goes, are y'all got stuff for sale over there? We spent an hour with your wife and she's awesome. So, but we've just met like,
a lot of people that have
like not 5 or 6 or 7. And you know, all this stuff brings people together. That's what I like about the car culture.
Community.
It's just so strong. And I was literally gassing up the Cato van, and 2 or 3 people came around, and one guy's like, man, I think I seen this on TV. I was fixing to leave, and a gentleman, which I'm going to have him on here, he was from South Carolina, and he said, I just watched this episode, and he come running over, and we're talking, and he says, you know, he's going back home. He said, my dad lived here, and he was a huge car guy, and he's telling me about his car that he had, and as we're talking, I said, "Is your dad Willie Johnson?" And he said, "He is." And I said,
I did his car.
"I did his car." Because I remember him winning the big
Yeah.
Z car thing in Atlanta. And he was like, "Oh my God, my dad loved you." And I just loved his dad. He just, you're only a customer once. And, you're just like family. So, but, and he had unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. But he said, "I want to get you some of my dad's trophies because, you meant a lot to my dad and stuff." And just stuff like that.
But just the cool thing is
Just-
with the car people,
Just
it
building
doesn't
like
matter.
friendships.
It
is
doesn't matter if you've
priceless.
gotten like a new car or a Model A, or if you've got a patina or a show car. Everybody just meshes, and they're so kind and will help you out. And we have had that all over, no matter what. So that's why we just kind of wanted to put this out there, because honestly, we have had nothing but positive, and I feel like in the world that we live in, we need positive.
Oh,
We
yeah.
need
For
to
sure.
be there for each other and to support each other. And we have, the YouTube community has been the same way as the car community, even though the people that we're talking with on YouTube are car people too. So maybe that's why. But it has been just a phenomenal experience, and we have met some of the most kindest people who will be friends forever. Even down the road, no telling, no matter what happens.
When I can't.
All right, so
When I can't.
but
When I
we
can't work on this junk.
but we appreciate you guys
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
and
Thank
being
y'all so
patient
much
with
for-
us on getting this up, and we're going to try to get into a routine and try to kind of look at this more as a job. So we'll film and do stuff every day. And if you will follow, subscribe, and all the normal stuff, not only to us, but our friends here
Yes.
at Peace and Grease and Corey Wheat Customs and Saul
I was
Customs,
gonna say,
even
'cause
their
it-
merchandise.
Yeah.
I mean, everything helps, and they have been so kind and supportive to us that we want to give everything back. Not that we have a huge thing, but we just want them to know how much we appreciate
yeah,
them.
absolutely. I had the heater on so we could come in here because she was looking at the weather. And I was gonna say, it's cold. It's cold to us.
It is cold
And
to
I was
us.
like,
But
Peace
last
and
night,
Grease and Corey and Hannah be like, "Dog, please."
Listen,
They got stuff they're out there working
we watched them last night in the
in.
snow.
We watched them all religiously.
Yeah, like 7 and a quarter
yeah,
or
the
whatever of snow. Literally, we have no snow.
Of course.
And
Corey and Hannah, they're just young bunnies, so they're out there doing donuts and.
which would be what I'd be if I was at Corey and Hannah's. I'd be doing some donuts too. But yeah. So, but we want to thank you guys for everything.
Absolutely.
And give us time. Please be patient with us. We're really doing the best we can, and we're not young bunnies. So
Nope.
anyway, y'all take care, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate y'all so much.
Peace out.
Thanks.